Okay, what is the network address translator? It translates the IP address. Okay, it translates those IP address into the private IP to the public IP address. Okay, using this netting, we can use this IP version 4 right now. Okay, we can use IP version 4 right now. Here in this private network, behind the routers, that we can use this private IP address. Okay, not a public IP address. It's not routable. It's not routable. So it cannot go out. And beyond this, internet knows that my public IP address. Okay, it translated here. It doing this netting. Okay, it doing this netting inside this. Okay, netting, network address translating here, and also here. Let's see. Here we have a private. Okay, a private IP address using this example. Here we have a private IP address of this 10.10.10.10 1512 using this port number 1024, 1026 and 1027. This port number, logical port numbers, is access to the internet. Okay, it access all these computers having this private IP address through switch. Then it goes out to the network. Then if it goes out to the network, then it's accessing this using this public IP address. Okay, all these computers use a single IP address. So if it goes back, then this router will translate it back to the corresponding IP address based on the request. Is it clear, this one? Netting. Interest here, ma'am? Interest here, ma'am? Can I netting key? Do you understand? What is the working of one netting?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? What is the
Yes.
netting? Okay. Okay, good. So it's translated back into this IP address, normal IP address. Then how to configure those things? Let's see here. Here we have uh, mm, 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 routers, two routers here, and one switch here, and another switch here. Okay, and here we have one more routers here. One more routers here. Let's put one more switch here. One more switch here. Let's connect the routers by using this. Okay, all these routers are interconnected together, and we need a port. Okay, a physical port to connect these things. Then let's add this port here, and let me turn on the routers again. And using this physical port, we have to connect with this router. Okay, same thing, same process here. Okay, all these routers are interconnected using this, and let's separate the network domain. All these network domain, this is 192.168.0.1. Same thing here, 192.168.0. Sorry, dot zero dot zero. Sorry. Dot zero here. Same process here. 192.168.0.0. Okay. Here 192.168.0.0 means this area is this network. Okay, this network, and this area is this network address, and this area is this network address, and this area is this network address. Okay. So why those things are same? 192.168.0 here also, here also, here also. Let's see in a real practical. This is let me give this IP address 10.0.0.0, and here we have 11.0.0, sorry, .0.0.0, 12.0.0.0, 13.0.0.0. Okay, we have a extra 4 network. The communication between this router and this router, 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 having different network again. And also in this routers, let me give this router names. This is let me give R1 instead of command line. Let me do it in this text box. Host name also R1 again. Okay, R1. This is, let me give R2. Okay, anyway, let me proceed on. R2, R2, R3, sorry, R3, R3. This is R4, R4. Okay, we have routers here. All these routers are interconnected properly. And let me set the IP address of this. Okay. Flash Ethernet 030. This is 030. It's already turned on. Okay. 030 is already turned on. Okay. IP DDRE IP address is this 192.168.0.1 and 255. Subnet mask is the 255.255.0. Oh, sorry. 192.0, 192.168.0. That's start one. Nothing. Why this is invalid input command .0.0 255.255.255.192.168 IP address. I'll make a mistake.
Sarah, screen here, stuck that me R1 akan dalam cara R1 Ethernet 030
A screen is stuck.
Acha lâu sinh trước screen không?
Yes. Create rồi.
Along em tikhan. Ka screen share kan mutem.
Okay.
Arong ka lem tikhan. Okay.
Router IP
I'm
set
doing
na
a very complex. Now I'm doing a very complex one. Let me do it in the network address translator, a simple way. Only one router here. Okay, also, let me use two routers. Simple thế rồi kan tiền tu na ka ti tum dang ka tle mina complex de ule ka chuwang chuan I simple de ule kan siam network address translator ka ya su soi fi ba ngai to luang tro connection lai sun thiam tong tro ha mi chu
ngai to lo sir
one network IP account 192.168. Hemi hi network dai ta a hi network dang 192.168.0.0 network lo ni ta a hi 10.0.0.0 network lo ni ta se anti tani chuan we have to set the IP address for this interface. This one is 01 network, 01 network. Then turn on this, and the IP address is 192.168.0.1 IP address. Let's give, and this area is 10.0.0 .1. Okay, turn on. And here let me give 0/0. I already gave to this 10.0.0.1 to this router. Let me give here 2. Okay, and for this 0/1, this site, the same IP address 192.168.0.0.1. Okay, so here we already put the network. Okay, we already put the network, but we did not put this routing. Okay, we did not put the routings. Let me put manually instead of command line using this RIP version 1. Network address is 10.0.0.0 at 192.168.0.0 is this network. Okay, this area network for this router. And here inlam hutem aron nakalem 192.168.0.0.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Okay, 10.0.0.0. Okay, using this RIP version 1, I already give this RIP routing table here. So it's already updated here, this routing table. So it's connected all this network together. Let me check the PDU here, whether is it communicated properly or not. These two successfully communicated from here to these routers, and from this router to this router is successful. Okay, now it's working fine. This network is same. Okay, same network. And here the interface IP of this, the gigabit 0/1 is 192.168.0.1, and this is 192.168.0.1. Okay, same IP address available here. Okay, same IP domain. Here in this switch, we can connect the different types of computer, laptop. Okay, computer, laptop, using this state 2 cable. Sorry. Say suppose this is our internet line. Okay, internet clouds. You can put it this here we have internet clouds. Okay, internet clouds. This is my building. In my buildings, I am having this IP address of 192.168.0.2. One is already given in the routers. 192.168.0.3. That's also 192.168.0.2. And also okay, name cannot be duplicates. Sorry. PC1 PC1, what, PC1 duplicate arrays, PC2 comp1 comp2 computer 1 computer 2, and IP I'll give to this desktop 192.168.0.2 subnet marks here. Okay, and this laptop also desktop IP 192.168.0.3 and subnet marks 192.168.0.3 subnet marks. Same thing here in the next network here, 192.168.0.2 in this laptop, 192.168.0.3 subnet this. That's correct. Okay, let's see here. This is my home network. This area, and this area is my neighbor network. This is my neighbor, and this is my home network, and this is internet cloud. Okay, in computer networking we cannot give duplicate IP address, it will conflict, but here we have a duplicate IP address. Here we are using this 192.168.0.1, here also. In today world, that's I already explained that IP version 4 is already obsolete, we cannot use, but still we are using with the help of network address translator. Using this network address translator, here router hide your private IP address. Okay, hide your private IP address to the outside world, to the outside internet. Here also it's hide your private IP address to the outside internet. So if it goes out to the internet, then it accessing through this public IP address, as we have explained in this internet browser. So here netting enabled routers, this translated all this network. Okay, it's translated to this. Okay, so here it translated all this network, but see here, to access the internet, what is the outgoing devices is outgoing IP addresses, this IP address. Okay, if it's going out to the network, then it's needed to go out from this network to the outside world, then we have to give this IP address in the default gateway. Okay, here 192.168.0.1. okay, this is the outgoing port, outgoing IP. For this also 192.168.0.1. okay, same process we have to give here, 192.168.0.1. here also 192.168.0.1. so all the configurations is exactly same in this network A. Let's see here, this is network A, and this is the network B. Network A and network B configurations exactly same. The IP configurations, everything is same, but does not conflict these two network. Why? This is isolated by the routers embedded by the network address translation using this routing. Okay, but it can communicate these two. See here, if I'm trying to ping here, it's success. Okay, PC source is the computer one and destination is PC one. Okay, like this, it's communicated properly here from this computer to this computer. PC2 to COM2 is communicated properly. There's no issue by using these network translators. Okay, here different types of buildings and different types of Wi-Fi routers using this 192.168.0.1 configurations, 0.1 configurations. That's why it's communicate. Okay, that's why it's communicate with each other without replicate. Okay, without conflictions. We can say without conflictions. Okay, these are the example of this network address translator, and we already done this overview of different interfaces in the routers. We already explained there are different types of interface. One is telnet console, and other is serial communication, and other yes, any question?
Sir, yes. Enge, miso trong cái swimming sir, switch le router ka mo.
Oh,
Port to connect the routers and switch.
ngoro itong khato chút takaro ka thei lo tat abutrain is
What port is the and cable akan?
zona khalat siang lo ra
Switch le mo routers. Message sa karon jik meng.
Oh, chat box a khan ron sulut me.
Set
Okay, so overview of different interfaces. This we already explained in this practical also. What are the different interfaces available of these routers? Serial communications, console, terminal, and Ethernet. Okay, Ethernet also there. Okay, these are the interface port to communicate with each other. There's nothing much here in this point number 9, different interfaces in the router. Okay, that's already clear. Implementing IP subnetting in IP version 4. Okay, implementing. Okay, what port and cable are you using to link switch and routers? Okay, port to link up with this switch and router. Switch and the routers, we are using this gigabit Ethernet. Okay, gigabit Ethernet port, and here we are using this fast Ethernet port, and also here down there it's having this gigabit Ethernet port also. Let me open it, configuration. Okay, in this switch also we have fast Ethernet zeros, 0/1, 0/, these are there. Down there we have a gigabit 0/1, 0/2. Okay, we can connect to the router also using this the gigabit also, and we can connect using this fast Ethernet also. What is the difference between this fast Ethernet and the gigabit? It can transmit the data in a gigabit. Okay, but if you connect it using this fast Ethernet, maybe a 10 Mbps. Okay, 10 Mbps or 100 Mbps only. So this is depends on the speed, fast Ethernet and gigabit. But all this Ethernet is the Ethernet port. Okay, UTP port. You can do it using this uh, uh, UTP cables. Okay, UTP cables and RJ45. Is it clear, Lua? Is it clear? Lua, is it answer your question? This. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions you can ask in the chat box? Before going to the subnetting of the IP version 4. You can ask. No question? Okay. Subnetting. Let me connect using this switch, this for computer. Okay. And I'll give the IP address of here. 192.168.0.1 255.255. Okay. Here we can identify the network. Okay. 0.1 instead of 0.1. Okay, sorry. 192.168.0.1. Okay, this is the subnetwork using this IP address. So 192.168.0. Sorry, let me give 1.1. This is 0. 192.168.0.1. This is 192.168.1.1. 192.168 168 dot 0.2, sorry, 0.2, 192.168 dot 0, sorry, 1.2. Okay, here we have two different types of network. This is one network. In this one network, we have a subnetwork. The subnet marks, the subnet connectivity is same. All are class C, but logically is different network. Logically, in the different network. Okay, before going that here, the jar having a question or what? Sorry, there's goes up between. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. In this CIDR, classless interdomain. Okay, CIDR entry. Okay, in this CIDR entry, we have different types of classless interdomain. Let me search it. Okay. In the last example, we are using this example /0 starting from /0 to /32. So, if you want to configure your network, okay, in /20/13 more computers, if you want to connect it here, you can connect this type of host computer, 131,000, okay, 31,072 computers. You are having this type of network, then you have to use /15 network. Okay, /15. So for using this /15, let me give you one example. Here I'm going to configure this subnetting example, this implementing subnetting in IP version 4 using CIDR. Using CIDR, classless interdomain routing. Okay, subnetting. Subnetting. So in this network, we can give the computer IP address using this last /15 network. Let's see, PC1234 we are having. Let's try to connect using this /15. Okay, let me copy image. Is it possible? Okay, let me type it out here. /15 network subnet is 255.254.0.0. Okay, this is the /15 subnet. Okay, so for this /15 network, we have to use this classless interdomain. Classless interdomain network. So your IP should be start from, you can start from any number, but your subnet mask should be 255.254.0.0. .0.0. Okay, and let's start from this 100.0.0.0. Sorry. Okay, 255.254.0.0. 192.168, sorry, not 0, 192 or 168. This is the private IP address of this. Let's start from 1 23.1. Sit. Okay, so it starts from this network. Okay, 23, or we can do it instead of 23. Let's start from 1.1. Okay. Oh, 192.168.1.2 255.254.0.0. 1.2.254. Okay. Let me put 1.1 here. 1. This IP address is already assigned. IP address is already assigned. Oh shit. Okay. 192.168.1.1. 192.168, sorry, 168.2.1. 192.168.3.1. One ninety two dot 168.4.1. Okay, let's see here in this subnetting. We are using this slash 15. Okay, slash 15, 255 to 254.0.0. We can use this last two address for the network address. Okay, sorry, host address. Okay, host computers. So in the host computer, here we can give this. This is not the network address. Okay, in this slash 15. Okay, slash 15 network. The last two we can use for the host computer address. Okay. Host computer address. Here the domain is different, 2. If it is 2, The first one is 1. From 1 here we can have 1 up to the 254. Okay, 255 is a broadcast. We cannot go up to 255. We can give 1 to 254, and in this 2 also we can give to 1 to 254, and here we have 3, starting from 3 up to 254 again. And here in this we can in this 4 we can have 1 to 254. Okay, but all these network are correlated. Okay, it can connected together. So these are the subnetting using the CIDR. If you are using this /29 network, /29 network, in this /29 network, our subnet max is the 255.255.2 this to 255.248. Okay, 248 is this is /29 network. So in this we can connect 8 computer only. Okay, 8 computer only in this connections. Okay, if this /30 to 55 to 55, and then the last object is the 252. Sorry, 252. Then we can connect only 4 computers. 4 computers. Okay, in the /30. The remaining is the only 4 computers can communicate it here. Okay, these are the subnetting system of this IP version 4 in the CIDR. Okay, up to this we'll do up to this point. RIP, we already done this. We can cover, we can say up to this 11. Okay, up to 11. So we'll do in our next practical class those IGRP and EIGRP and OSPF and others VLANs also. Any questions regarding this?